I'm going to be careful about the quotes, but there's one that Senator Vance said that does resonate with me. He said, Donald Trump makes the people I care about afraid. A lot of America feels that way. We don't need to be afraid.
They're not going to be able to live their American dream if we do the same thing that we've been doing for the last 3.5 years. We need change. We need a new direction.
Senator J.D. Vance and Governor Tim Walz squared off last night in the first and only vice presidential debate. The two touched on a number of topics, including immigration, gun reform, and, of course, health care.
Jim Stratman is joining us in the studio now with this. Jim, the two didn't really see eye to eye on a lot of the topics, but they did come to an agreement that the economy is a big one.
Yeah, that's something that the Trump campaign especially has been hammering the Harris campaign on during this election cycle, and we saw more of that last night from Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. Vance touted the Trump policies from his first term in office, saying that those policies delivered the highest take-home pay in a generation, 1.5% inflation, and peace and security all over the world. He said that while some of the Harris team's policies sound good on paper, he questioned why they weren't being enacted right now.
If Kamala Harris has such great plans for how to address middle-class problems, then she ought to do them now. Not when asking for a promotion, but in the job the American people gave her 3.5 years ago.
Now, on that same token, Harris's VP candidate Tim Walz called out Vance's running mate for telling his Republican colleagues not to vote for a border security bill in the build-up to this election. But during this debate, he also hit on some of the campaign's economic cornerstones, like building 3 million new houses and providing down payment assistance to first-time homebuyers, increasing the child tax credit and increasing the tax credit for small businesses from $5,000 to $50,000.
He gave the tax cuts that predominantly went to the top class. What happened there was an $8 trillion increase in the national debt, the largest ever. Now he's proposing a 20% consumption or sales tax on everything we bring in. Everyone agrees, including businesses, it would be destabilizing it, it would increase inflation and potentially lead to a recession.
Now, this will likely be the last debate of the election cycle, with Trump saying that he's not going to debate Vice President Harris again. Remember, Election Day is coming up on November 5th, and the last day to register to vote, both here in Kentucky and in Indiana, is next Monday, October 7th. Eric, Grace?